apples are crisp and bright, just like fall air, and they bring a perfect amount of sweet to a stuffed acorn squash. And here to share a favorite recipe is Nicole Kleber, creator of Noshings with Nicole.
Yes.
I get a little tongue-tied, but I'm just so excited because this food smells so good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things, like apples just go so well with any type of like fall food.
Yes,
Absolutely.
oh my gosh, it's my favorite flavor.
Yeah.
So fun fact about, we're going to do with acorn squash, which is considered a winter squash, but it grows in the summer. It's considered a winter squash because it has a harder outside, so over winters it stores really well.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is pop it in the microwave for a few seconds to soften it, so we can chop it with our hands. Look at that!
Look how strong you are!
She's amazing.
You are, what? Look out, world.
So what we're going to do is the first step, we need to roast our acorn squash to get it a little soft before we stuff it. So I'm going to have you put a little bit of olive oil on the inside and outside, and then sprinkle a little salt and pepper. And that way, when it roasts, it's going to bring in some of those flavors inside. If you skip that step and you don't season it, whenever you're eating it, you're going to get some blandness, even though the stuffing is really good.
Yes.
So while he's working on that, I'm going to get you to go ahead and stuff these bad boys.
Great.
So these are stuffed. You will roast them at like 400 degrees, cut side down, and that way you get this little bit of caramelization, which brings out the sweetness of the acorn squash, which highlights the sweetness of the apples that are in the stuffing. So whenever you stuff it, you want to kind of heap it over, just because it makes a better presentation. And come on, let's be real. Everyone wants the stuffing.
The stuffing is amazing.
So to mix
that's where it's
the
at.
stuffing, I mean, it's like a donut, like a cream-filled donut. You want the cream,
right? Yeah, that's what you got the donut for.
Yeah. So anyway, so you want to brown the Italian sausage. One of the reasons why that goes really well with apples is because it has fennel, and fennel goes excellent with the apple. And so you want to get the meat brown but not dry. So that means you want a super high heat and almost sear it. And then you'll add in the onions and bell pepper. The last step, you will bring in the apples, and you cook them just until they're soft but not like super mushy. And it releases the apples and it brings the apple juice into the meat flavor.
Ooh, I bet that's delicious.
So do you cook these things separately? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yep, so you cook them separately, and then you will put it in the oven together. And then the last step is you would top it off. You would just shred a little bit of cheese here. And you can do that on the small side of the grater. You want to do it on the small size because
this side.
Parmesan, that side.
The hard cheese.
You can.
Thank you.
do
I
it
was
that
like,
now.
that thing is big. Okay.
So it's a harder cheese, and so it doesn't really melt real well. So if you have bigger ones, it really doesn't melt as well in the oven because you're not trying to cook it. You're just trying to get a little bit of color variance.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and get these bad boys tasted.
Yeah.
This one over here is for Mac, and that one's for you, Jason.
Yeah.
And so one of the things is when you are presenting it, you can always put a little bit of like chopped green onions on top. You can put some like roasted pine nuts or like roasted pecans.
Ooh,
and it'll bring in like a little bit of crunch and color into it.
Man, that is so good.
Oh, the apple and the Italian sausage, so good.
They pair with each other well, right? They talk to each other, and so delicious.
One of the cool things is like if you're having a dinner party, that can be like your whole main entree, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because it's got acorn squash is kind of a starchier vegetable. So you got like the starch, you got the veggies, you got the meat, you got the fruit in there.
This is the perfect fall dinner.
Yes, that's right. Where can we find this recipe? Do you have a website we can go to look it up?
It is on noshingswithnicole.com.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, you can just send a DM, and if you have dietary restrictions or anything, questions about methods, I can get back to you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You say you're always about, too, like people tasting things outside of their comfort zone as well. So if this is outside of your comfort zone, give it a shot because it's absolutely delicious.
It is delicious. I feel like we need to keep eating this.
Keep eating
Yeah,
this.
keep eating.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a bunch in there.